The police in the UK are now completely out of control. They have been out of control since the early 2000s, but they just amped up on the way they do things. And it's getting ridiculous now. People are posting pictures and they're not even pictures that are bad. Like there was a guy who had a gun in his hand. It was a holiday picture. And he was just, showing off on social media. That's what they do. He weren't pointing it at the screen. He was pointing it at a gun range. That is classed as a hobby, not a offence, basically. But the UK police decided that they looked at his Facebook or whatever it was on, which is another reason why I'm not on Facebook, because they lurk on Facebook and they will interpret things in a way that isn't how it is and make something out of basically mountain out of a molehill, that kind of thing. If anyone's heard that expression, that's the best way to describe it. Then there's little things that said, I can see in some of those cases that someone shouldn't have said the extra bits that they implied, but in general there's been also other cases that are basically just the way the police interpret them, not how it is. And people like myself, we got attacked for being open and honest out there about how we felt it were going. The likes of me wrote a book to the point where I was getting attacked so much. And I don't know whether these people were put up to it by the authorities or whatever, but I was attacked so much and it had such an impact on my life after that book was written, when I decided to have my son, that I pulled it because I didn't want the attacks anymore. But also, I was saying from the beginning, the police have targets and no one listened to the likes of me. That they have literally sectioned loads of people now for telling the truth and made out that they were somehow crazy. But they were telling the truth. And they're totally sane, but because they didn't want the truth out there, they sectioned them. We live in the UK. This is turning into Soviet Russia. We don't want that here. I mean, we're not saying anything bad towards the authorities unless they are acting not good. So it is what it is, isn't it? They're doing what they're doing and it is ridiculous. And as I said, law is all based on interpretation. All these cases can be twisted to look like a case in a court of law. Regardless of what was said, everything can be manipulated.